Holly Hireman, CEO of Fit Finance's small business educator, and I want to ask you a question. Do you think that it's possible to brainwash yourself to success? Do you think that it's possible that you can literally repeat something over and over again to yourself in order to really start to believe it and take ownership of it? Now, this might sound kind of ridiculous to you, but if you've ever read the book The Secret, then this is kind of like the underlying tone of that whole book. It's putting your goals at the forefront of your brain. And in almost every self-help book and personal development book that I've read, one of the underlying tones has always been that what you think about comes about. The things that you are constantly meditating on, thinking upon, those are the things that will inevitably happen in your life. So if you tend to be a pessimistic, negative person that thinks that no one loves you, no one wants to be around you, then all of a sudden you might find yourself in a situation like that. Or if you think to yourself that you have zero self-control, then you're going to find yourself in a position where you have zero self-control. How we talk to ourselves is extremely powerful. And so I want to encourage you today to do a couple of things that are going to help you brainwash yourself into achieving that goal, brainwashing yourself to success. So first and foremost, what you're going to do is have an extremely clearly defined goal. The more defined, the better. Write it out somewhere, and I want you to post it up in places around your home. People might think that you're crazy. That's okay, but put it in places that maybe you need that reminder. So maybe first thing in the morning, you get up, you brush your teeth. So right there on the mirror is your goal, the thing that you are trying to condition your mind to go after. And then you sit down at your computer, and right there is your goal. These are called triggers. It's ways that we can remind ourselves throughout the day of what we're striving for. And I can't tell you how just incredibly important triggers are, even using technology. I use a trigger, on my phone, alarms that go off on my phone all the time. One of them will say, listen to worship music, or another one might go off that says, show appreciation for hubby today. Another trigger might go off. So I have these little alarms that go off on my phone that remind me to do certain things. So maybe your trigger needs to be confident. Maybe your trigger needs to be happy. Maybe your trigger needs to be thankful of all of the people that are in your life and send someone a message of thanks right now. Just show gratitude. I don't know what your triggers need to be, and I don't know what your specific goal is, but I can tell you this. If it's clearly defined and it's written out, because your brain does a lot of things with all these. So by actually taking the pen to paper and physically writing out, your brain starts to activate different things in your subconscious mind that will start to bring those things about. So even if every single week all you're doing is you're just writing out your goals, what will happen is all of a sudden your subconscious mind starts to kind of take control. So when you're not consciously thinking about achieving that goal, then subconsciously you are steering yourself in the direction of achieving that goal. And again, that's the whole premise behind the book, The Secret. If you are not paying attention to the voices inside your head, and we all have them, okay? It's not just crazy people like myself. We all have the voices inside of our head. If you're not really paying attention and holding on and keeping a check on those voices inside your head and making sure that you correct those negative tones with positive ones, then what will start to happen is all you have in your subconscious mind are those negative voices, and they are going to steer you in the direction, of course, negativity and unhappiness. So it's really important that we protect what's going on between our ears. It's really important that we protect what we're listening to, what we're watching on television, what we're reading. We have to protect that. And by physically writing out your goal, you start to trigger other things in your subconscious mind to bring you toward that goal. And then, of course, the second thing is the use of triggers. And by placing up, maybe you're you write it real big on the whiteboard, something that you want to accomplish, or like I said, using little alarms in your phone, or just something, right? Maybe if you're trying to lose weight, maybe it is a picture of what your ideal weight, or what, maybe a bikini that you want to get into, or maybe it's a date of a vacation that you're going on. Put it right there on the fridge or the pantry or wherever you tend to go when you just kind of want to zone out and just kind of forget about your goal. So use those triggers. Those are going to be really powerful for you. So I hope this video served you. And if it did, please leave a comment below and feel free to share with a friend. Have a great day.